This is FanStream Sports.
Can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Yes! Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show, that show that you've tripped and fallen in and made a big splash. Welcome into the show. Look, if you need to comment on anything and you're listening to that recorded podcast, you can do so by joining the FanStream Sports text line at 214-937-0569. Tim, never take that sign down. Never take that sign down.
I'm going to randomly, before every show, put it in a different spot in the studio.
I would be missing it. I would be
Including
missing
behind you. I'm hanging on the glass.
I'll be missing it. You know, if you ask me what the FanStream Sports text line is, and I'm not sitting in this chair, I can tell you.
214-937-0569.
But as soon as I'm sitting in this chair, I can't tell you anymore. I have to find it and read it. I wonder if that's just on habit of what's going on.
Brain fart.
My name is Colby Sapp. That's the reason why this is the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. The other guy that's in there is one IndyCar Tim. What's up, Tim?
What is up, sports?
Dude, this past week has been crazy in just pop culture altogether.
We've had some notable deaths.
We've had some notable deaths, including today in the world of sports.
Somebody died today?
I believe Ryan Sandberg.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
I just found out about it today.
Yep. Stay hard, Ryan.
Man.
Who never learned how to spell his name, apparently.
Okay, that one kind of hit me hard because that was the first baseball card I cared about.
Really?
Yes.
Why did you care about Ryan Sandberg on the Cubs?
Because I had his 1984 Topps card.
Okay.
That's his rookie card.
Okay.
And it was the most valuable card in my young baseball card collecting life. It was at the time like 30 something bucks back then.
Wow.
Which
a lot
was
of money in the 1800s.
Which was a big deal when, you know, it's what, 1988 or something, when I'm starting to collect baseball cards, and me to come across that card. I came across of it in a common box at a card shop. And I was like, I know this guy. I knew him from WGN watching the Cubs.
Right.
So I knew who Ryan Sandberg was. And I was like, okay, well, this is in a common box. So I went and I paid like whatever it was, a nickel for it, and just walked out of the card shop. I had it in a stack of commons that I was buying, all in little plastic sleeves, and walked up to the guy and was like, got these out of the card box. And he just counted them, and I ended up, giving him a quarter or whatever it was for it, and walked out of the shop feeling like I'd stolen the world. And so from that moment on, I just kind of followed his progression through the world of sports. It was him, and it was Mark Grace.
Right.
His 1989 Topps Future Star card was another card that I was watching, and always loved hearing Mark Grace stories and all that.
I did like Mark Grace, yeah.
So that was a big deal in my childhood. Not as big as the other two guys that passed away. The Ozzy Osbourne, who growing up in an Assemblies of God church underneath a pew, Black Sabbath was not the band you wanted to say you listened to.
No.
At all.
No.
Just so you know, I did have to buy Nirvana's Nevermind CD, a count of 12, almost 13 times because my mom kept throwing it away and I kept going and buying it again and trying to find a new
Why
hiding space.
was
for it.
Elaine throwing away Nevermind?
Because the baby on the front, she didn't like it.
That he was naked?
That she just didn't like
Swimming
it.
underwater?
She didn't like it.
By the way, that kid's like 40 now.
Yeah, she didn't like it at all. And
Oh, that's funny.
so I'd go to want to play some of the songs that were on it,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find it. And I knew exactly what happened. And I don't know if she was throwing them away or just, putting them up in her closet, but
So she had 11 copies and you
Yeah.
had 12, you had one.
So probably in that house when we went to move out at one point, it's probably somebody's looking and going, why would anybody have 12 copies of Nirvana's Nevermind?
Big fan. Elaine was a big fan.
But Ozzy passing away, that was big, but that still wasn't the biggest for me.
Really? Well, no, because of the other one.
The biggest was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
But you knew it was coming. He hasn't been healthy for a while.
He hasn't been healthy, but what I hated was Hulk never got his Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
He never got his redemption arc
Yeah.
from his racist rant, which was a racist rant.
Right.
If you were to remove some of the words out of it and just know that he was talking about somebody that was trying to go after him for money,
Yeah.
then maybe. But the words used put a big smear on Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
And of course, some people are using how he treated his wife at the time as
Mhm.
well. And he cheated on her. And this was big for us to find out about that from the guy that told us to say our prayers and take our vitamins. Right. This was huge. You grew up with a guy that you knew him as the big bad Boy Scout, right? He was the guy that told you to do your exercises and made sure you ate your vitamins and said your prayers. And he was the ultimate face in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made his heel turn when he went to WCW and become Hollywood Hogan. That's what made it so, just gripping. And to have somebody like that as a focal point of a lot of your young life, and then him to end on the note that he did with the media, with the last time he was at a WrestleMania, he came out, that was the last WrestleMania.
Right.
And he got booed. He got booed and it wasn't just like
how long ago was that?
This was February. This was March.
Okay.
This was his last
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
Right.
Or is it April? This was his last WrestleMania. Came out and got booed. His last moment on stage. And a lot of people, and I've seen these posts, they're like, I could care less about Hulk Hogan because of, what kind of dude he was and all of that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I never knew what kind of dude Hulk Hogan was. I never met the guy.
Yeah.
But his influence on me growing up is kind of what I'm mourning with the loss of Hulk Hogan. It's not the loss of the actual person. It's somebody that you did, and a lot of us did root for back in the day. And I still remember I was at a Hooters and we were watching a wrestling pay-per-view, and the match was between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Hulk Hogan. And the setup for the match was The Rock was the face and Hogan was the heel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the setup for the match. And this match was going on, and just about mid-match, you realized the crowd's kind of divided. They're not really booing Rock, but they're not just booing Hogan either.
Right.
And you could feel the whole crowd turning mid-match as it started being cheering for Hogan. And it started that you could almost hear in the background, instead of his NWO Jimi Hendrix intro.
Right.
It was that whole just I'm a real American intro was flooding through the crowd at that moment, where you could almost hear, I am a real American, just
Right.
kind of building up in the crowd. And that moment, as a huge fan of wrestling, and at the time, an actual wrestler, I'll never forget that particular moment. That, like, for me, that Hogan moment ranks higher than the slamming of Andre the Giant,
Right.
or the entrance of him as Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the NWO as they turned WCW on its head. The many bouts that him and Macho Man had, right? Or where they were friends or whatever. By the way, Macho Man's probably now in the afterlife still screaming at Hulk to be a man, Hulk. By the way, that's his Macho Man's rap album reference. And yes, he had one. And yes, you should go look it up on YouTube. It's there. His whole
wow.
album's there. And it is
Yikes.
Randy the Macho Man Savage rapping. And I think he only says like 2 things about a Slim Jim. The rest of it's totally about wrestling or just being a man. It's greatness. But that really hit home, man.
Yeah, I thought about you as soon as I saw the news. I'm almost called to do a wellness check on you. But you know why I didn't? Because I thought, well, man, if I do that and he hasn't heard about it and I'm the one that breaks the news to him, I don't want to be that guy.
I'm going to hate you at that
Yeah.
point.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah. It's just, I am shoot the messenger guy
Yep.
through and through, right?
Yep.
You're delivering bad news. Well, guess what? You're the bad news.
And I figured if we showed up tonight and you still hadn't heard somehow, I'd
Then-
break the news on the air.
Right. So at least we caught it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I did hear. Actually, you quoted me on your article as a
Mhm.
wrote out a
I
diatribe.
did.
So in case you didn't get a chance to read the article, by the way, shame on you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll say it again. A lot of people say that the greatest of all time, as far as your pro wrestlers are concerned, is this guy or that guy, and maybe Ric Flair's brought into the mention.
Right.
Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, these guys. If you want to go farther back, Superstar, Billy Graham, these guys, right, that are mentioned, and you can mention them all, but the first guy to ever be known worldwide, not territories,
Right.
not anything along that lines, but known worldwide from professional wrestling was Hulk Hogan. And for that reason alone, that's the only, to point against the LeBron and Michael Jordan case. That's the only reason why I need Sean.
Yeah.
That reason alone.
Yeah.
Your greatest of all time. I know the wrestling gimmick is to call John Cena that, or John Cena, but it is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I knew that one was going to hit you hard. You know, for me, obviously Ozzy was an icon.
Right.
I was never into Black Sabbath. I mean, I appreciated Black Sabbath for the movement that they began and their influence on, kind of like the Beatles, right? I've never been a Beatles fan, but I understand and I can appreciate what they gave to music, right?
If you were to point at a group that was the Beatles for metal,
it was them.
It's
for
Black
sure.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also between them and like Led Zeppelin.
Right. Right.
So,
and you know, to me, people compare Sabbath and Zeppelin, and I know Zeppelin is considered by some, and sometimes they're called heavy metal. I never even back in the day, I didn't consider Led Zeppelin heavy metal. I didn't think they were the same genre as Black Sabbath. To me, Black Sabbath was metal at the time. To me, Zeppelin was never metal. To me, they were just rock.
oh,
So I never really compared the two bands. I did have an appreciation for some of, and it's funny that we talk about the Beatles and Black Sabbath because Ozzy was on record several times saying his biggest musical influence was the Beatles.
right.
Like the first time he realized he wanted to play music and sing, it was while he was listening to a Beatles song when he was younger. And I believe it was their fourth album. I can't remember the name of it or which one it was on, but the song Changes, that was remade a couple of times and made way more famous by other people singing it. But it's literally a piano and it's Ozzy singing.
Right.
And it was his tribute to the Beatles, you know, and it was, dude, that's a great song, but it was such a deviation from what they'd done, you know, it turned a lot of the fan base kind of on their heads, you know, but I enjoyed Ozzy more as a solo artist in the 80s.
Was it primarily because of Zach Wilde on
pretty
guitars?
much. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But yeah. And then of course he became the reality TV celebrity, that he became, and their show was great. But certainly, I don't know that his death, hit me hard or affected me or anything, but it's certainly one that you remember where you were when you found out about it, right?
No, it definitely is. It was my exact reaction was, holy crap, I didn't actually think he could die.
Yeah, right.
Because of all the things he'd put his body. It's like when somebody finally tells you if it ever happens that Keith Richards passed away.
That'll probably never happen.
Just no, I don't think that guy can die.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my thought on it. By the way, the greatest thing in my book, it doesn't count as far as history is concerned. It's just mine. But the fact that Ozzy was able to make a song about Perry Mason and make it a #1 hit,
it's pretty great.
Is utter greatness.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'm a fan of Perry Mason, so I did love that.
So the fact that he made a song about Perry Mason, he made a song well after Perry Mason was even anywhere near the pop culture reference point.
95 is when that came out.
And the fact that people jammed out to Perry Mason, knew what they were jamming out to, and still did. I mean, this played in every rock station everywhere because
great,
Ozzy did it. And probably, where would you rank Ozzy in iconic voices?
Oh, top 5 for sure.
He's got to be in top 5.
Yeah.
Like you automatically, there's not another voice that's
like recognizable. I mean,
Right.
obviously Steve Perry's one up there, whether you like
Steve
Journey
Perry's-
or not, his voice is iconic and recognizable. It's Steve Perry when he's singing, just like it's Ozzy.
it's Ozzy, it's Freddie Mercury.
Yep.
These guys like that. Of course, you always know when it's Axl.
Right.
You're not sure if it's older Axl, you're not sure what you're getting. But
You don't know if it's the real Axl or the fake Axl at that point.
But yeah, Ozzy's
Yeah,
up there.
definitely.
I would guess if you were to have to rank them right now without just totally jogging my memory banks, I think I would put him, in the top 3. I think I'd have to put him in the top 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an argument with that.
So, and
They
that's-
throw as I'm looking at a list that someone else put together, they include Chris Cornell,
of course,
Steven Tyler, Robert Plant,
yes,
of course, Freddie Mercury, Axl Rose. They put Paul McCartney and John Lennon on here.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't include them. Steven Tyler, Rivero Smith, Mick Jagger, David Bowie. These are all iconic
Mick Jagger
voices.
more than David Bowie for me.
I would agree. Elvis, of course. I mean, obviously you're going to throw that out there. Bruce Springsteen, they're all on the list, regardless of what you might think of these. Rob Halford.
Yeah.
He'd have to be up there with his opera background.
Rob Halford, by the way, shout out to Rob. He was on a plane.
Mark that.
And he took an Instagram photo. And his Instagram photo was him with his, he had his chains on. You could tell it was Rob.
Yeah.
His shirt was a Ginger concert shirt. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
Man, he went up a few notches in your book, didn't he?
That's amazing.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
a child's been abducted.
I didn't do it. I was here. You guys saw me.
Yes.
I've been here all day.
So there's the intro to the show.
Man.
Rest in peace. We've lost others. What was it? Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Theo Huxtable.
Yep.
A tragic drowning accident. That's always crazy when people drown. Like, that's one of my biggest fears of the way to die.
Right.
Is drowning. Like,
Can't get out. You can't
oh my god,
break the surface.
I had a near drowning once as a teenager, and dude, that is one of the most terrifying things I've ever been through. Like, just the thought of it.
So it's kind of and didn't this happen? I wait before we throw it to what day is it? Does it feel like at the beginning of each year that we go through, we just start losing celebrities in droves?
Yeah.
Is that because everybody keeps record of it now? through social media.
Everybody talks about it more, I guess. You see it like we used to have to wait until the evening news to hear somebody died, right?
Right.
If it was somebody super noteworthy, like maybe Elvis or John Lennon, they break into Monday Night Football and talk about it, you know?
Right.
But normally, if a celebrity died, you had to wait until the evening news here in Dallas at 10 o'clock to find out. But now, not only do you hear about it almost immediately, you see it 100 times that day because everybody's doing tributes and everybody's posting about it. So it's like a constant reminder, I think. So I think, yeah, we're more aware of them, I think, because of all of that.
So on the tail end, shout out to the WWE, which I was wondering if they were going to go all out on doing something for Hogan, or because of how just kind of dividing that the Hulk Hogan is, or Terry Bollea is. But they went ahead and did the 10 bell salute and everything along that lines. By the way, it's a count out when you can count to 10. So in wrestling, it's kind of off because if you get counted out in wrestling, you've been disqualified, which I guess they're calling Hogan disqualified from life, but it's a tradition nevertheless. So there you go. As I stumble my way through, somehow jumping onto a segue and transitioning to, hey, Tim.
Hey, Colby.
What day is it today, bud?
Really glad you asked.
Yes, I was dying over here.
I know, I could tell because you're so anxious to find out what day it is.
Yes, I am.
Because that's what we do right about this time every Wednesday, Colby, is we say, what day is it? So I'm going to start off with a positive note here.
All right.
As Colby, today, July 30th in the year of our Lord, International Day of Friendship. How do you feel about, I'll tell you how I feel about it with a sound effect. And it would be this. Tell me who to be friends with.
Well, if you're already my friend, then yeah. I pick and choose my friends pretty randomly.
Right.
But also a lot has to do with the people that don't ask me to do a whole lot.
Right. We don't take advantage of your friendship. Right.
If we think the same, we can get along, we can sit down and have a conversation, and I don't totally feel like you need to have your toes ripped out, then
toes.
Then yeah, I'm good. Good. So friendship's a good thing.
I think friendship's overrated, much like family. I went off on an anti-family tangent during the golf show today. Didn't go over very well. Colby, probably a day that I definitely appreciate way more than International Friendship Day.
Okay.
And I just realized it has been way too long since I have enjoyed this. National Cheesecake Day. Doesn't that sound good? I might have to stop and get a cheesecake on the way home. Or Zach works. I don't want to say where he works on the air because people probably start stalking him. He works at a place in a mall that also has a cheesecake factory.
Oh, okay.
I need to have him bring me home a cheesecake.
My boy used to work at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yeah?
So every once in a while he'd bring. You know what? The cheesecake is something that I don't go search out.
Man, I love cheesecake.
I don't require it. Like there's certain days like Christmas there, I need this certain dessert or whatever. Cheesecake doesn't have a spot.
Right.
Like if you're telling me this is a really good cheesecake, I mean, I'll try it.
Man.
But I don't need it. I don't dislike it. In fact, it's a really good cheesecake, I might enjoy the hell out of it. I don't search it out.
I think cheesecake is tied for second on my list of favorite desserts.
Whew. Behind the chocolate chip cookie?
No. I don't consider that a dessert. That's just a cookie. I mean, I don't count that in my desserts.
Cookies are desserts.
Well, see, I eat dessert for breakfast sometimes. No, I will put the apple crisp. Not apple pie, apple crisp first. That is my absolute favorite dessert ever. I love the crunch. And then apple pie is probably tied for second with my cheesecake. And then I will go down the dessert list of favorite desserts. Maybe a good pecan pie.
Pecan pie's in there.
Coconut cream pie,
That's a good one.
and then like chocolate cream pie or something. I'm a big pie, and then maybe like the traditional wedding cake. Like a white cake with the cream cheese frosting or something.
Favorite course will always be, everybody together now, chocolate pie.
Still don't know what that is.
Chocolate pie, the greatest dessert ever.
Chocolate pie. Like your chocolate gravy?
Yeah, it's basically a little bit more solid form of chocolate gravy
Okay.
in a pie. And it's my granny's recipe.
Yep.
And it's the damn best.
Somebody has your grandma's, what says grandma's chocolate pie. Do you think it's your grandma's?
Does it start with lard, sir?
Oh, that's the only way to make pie, right? Is with lard. Let's see. The lead, I don't know, it's written on a 3x5 card like somebody's grandma wrote it out, but no, it looks like sugar, flour, salt, milk, vanilla, eggs, and something else. Cocoa. Yeah, I don't see lard, Colby. I want to try your grandma's pie, though. Why don't you make one and bring it up here next week?
You know what? Probably not, because it won't make it up here anyway.
Put it in a cooler.
Because no, it just won't make it up here, Tim.
Oh, you'll eat it.
I will eat it.
Lock it in a cooler.
I will go ahead and make the pie. Then I'll make some bacon. Then I'll eat that.
I don't want pie.
That's the amazing combination is grandma's or granny's. Get it right.
Yeah.
Granny's chocolate pie with some bacon. I can't tell you.
Huh.
Second,
I'm getting hungry now.
best dessert ever is of course, the chocolate chip cookie.
See, I obviously I love chocolate chip cookies. I just don't consider that like a traditional dessert.
It's
because you don't go to a restaurant, have your meal, and then say, "I'll have a chocolate chip cookie." You get a pie or a cake or cobbler or something.
But they usually have something. Of course, they gotta dress it up and do other stuff to it.
Put ice cream on it,
right? Death by cookie or something. Hey,
no, but I enjoy chocolate chip cookies. That's my favorite kind of cookie. Obviously, now I want cookies.
Cookies are good.
These are great, Colby. It is also National Father-in-Law Day. You have a father-in-law?
I do.
Is he still around?
I have officially kind of two of them. Yeah.
Interesting. You're married to two chicks right now?
No,
she
just has. Well, she's got a dad and a stepdad.
Oh, okay, there you go. That makes more sense.
Or as the official titles are, is dad and stad.
Stad.
Right.
I feel like we're oversimplifying words now.
We're just putting them together.
I've been fortunate with some pretty good fathers-in-law out of the three that I've had. All probably almost liked them more than their daughter that I was married to in almost every aspect of it.
Both mine are cool, and they're the direct opposites of each other.
Right.
One of them is super hippie guy. He's like, whoa, man, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
And the other guy is, think of Super Mario, but with like business sense and a mustache that you can hide people in.
Oh, that would be fun.
So, yeah, there you go.
Huh. How about, I don't know how I feel about this. It is National Support Public Education Day.
Is it where the public is educating us? Because I feel like that social media tries to do that, and I find out how stupid people are.
I think it means public schools.
Oh, well, for the most part.
I hate public schools.
Well, it's because anything's done in a group of people, you're going to find stupid. And a problem with that is that stupid ends up winning out because there's more stupid people than there is smart.
The smart people never win out.
So
there's not enough of them. Colby, how about National Whistleblower Day?
Man, screw those guys.
I wonder why they're called whistleblowers.
Well, it's the folks that like they're doing something wrong over here.
Yeah, they're tattletales. Isn't that what a whistleblower is? You're just a tattletale.
I mean, I'm okay if it's like something huge, like, hey, they're killing puppies over here. You may want to come stop that. Then yes. Yes.
But on the other hand, if they're killing kittens, I'm like, well, where do I sign up?
No, that too. That too. Go stop that.
Where do I sign up for that class?
But hey, this guy has found a way to cheat the system.
Screw baby seals. We need to club kittens.
Hey, I can believe I can fly. What?
Colby, how about National Paperback Book Day? And why is it called a paperback book? Isn't it paper front too?
It is, but the back, because there's a hardback book. So,
But it's a hard front book too.
yeah, but you never count the front.
I count my fronts sometimes.
It's
There's a bunch of them.
it's backed by hardness, or it's backed by paper.
Do you like paperback books? I don't like paperback books. I want a hardcover book, a hardback book.
I want a hardcover book, but always if it's a book that I'm like, I just want to read it.
Okay.
It's not like I want to keep it for a keepsake. Then of course, because the difference was always like $6 between the paperback and the hardback, right? Oh, and at the time, when, common baseball cards were nickel, I'm probably going with the paperback.
Exactly.
Plus, they weren't going to make an Alien versus Predator book in hardback cover.
Oh, that'd be like a coffee table book. That's what we
Right.
need that for. Well,
So-
you don't buy books. You buy audiobooks.
I do,
I
because
still can't do that. I got to read.
I see, again, the audiobooks are great. They just are. I don't have to do nothing. I am driving in the car and I am having an entertaining experience.
You should be listening to our show is what you should be doing in the car, Colby.
Why would I listen? I've already been, I was there.
To critique me, to tell me how to be better.
Man, I can't. Every
There's no hope
time
for that.
we walked into a PD's office for them to play whatever it was that we just did
would
that was
suck.
that was wrong or stupid or whatever it
Oh,
was.
and they have to play it back for you too.
Yeah, and
right?
they're playing it back for you. And you remember when you said this? And I honestly, I didn't remember when I said what I said when it happened.
You can honestly say no. I don't ever remember saying that.
It's my mouth's open, my tongue's flapping, and there's air going across my vocal cords. That's what happened.
Colby, I have a funny book story. If I could pause, what day is it? Because
Okay.
this will probably both annoy you to
Uh-huh.
no end, and it will probably make you laugh a little bit because it's a very Tim thing to do.
Mm.
So I'm watching a documentary, and as documentaries do, they interview experts about such subjects, right?
Stupid.
So I'm watching a documentary about the history of like Rome, right? Because I like stuff like that.
Okay.
And I know this is a part that's probably going to annoy you, is the fact that I was watching a documentary.
Right. Because documentaries are dumb.
I love documentaries. So as I'm watching it, they keep flashing to this one of the experts, smoking hot chick. Like, I'm like, this chick's like a professor of history in England, like in Oxford or something. I don't remember what college it was in Oxford, but it was like very high toned, right? And she looks like she's in her like 30s. And they keep flashing. And I'm working on the computer as I'm watching and listening to this.
Right.
Too. But every time I hear her voice, I turn and I watch very intently.
So her accent, I'm guessing, was soft.
It wasn't a British accent. She had an American, spoke like an American. Because as it turns out, she's from America.
Okay.
She's just over there teaching, professoring. So I get like really into this chick as I'm watching her and listening to her discuss the early popes, right? You know, and stuff in Rome and Vatican City and all this stuff. Because again, I'm into that subject. So hearing this super hot chick talk about it, Chloe, I was becoming aroused.
This is getting stupid.
So what does Tim do? Because I finally caught her name.
You Googled her.
I Googled her, found her Instagram,
No.
started Instagram stalking her. Turns out she's like in her 50s. She's like my age. And we all know I don't do chicks my age.
Right.
It's just against my religion. She just released a book.
Did you just Amazon order that bitch by drone to show up at your door the next day?
Colby, I next dayed her book.
Oh my God. You didn't
To my house.
next day her book.
It was 1 day delivery, so I mean,
Okay.
I didn't have to pay extra for it. or
Okay.
anything. But the book will You're gonna hate it, man. You're gonna hate it so much. But I'm so excited. I'm 100 pages in already. It's about 400 pages. It's called City of Echoes, and it is the history of the popes in early Rome. Like how it started in the first century, right after the death of Jesus. It literally follows how the Pope started, how they took over Rome, at one point. All history stuff that would drive you crazy.
I just don't have room for it.
I do, man.
I
And
have no room
every
for it.
time I'm reading this book, I think of her reading it to me. And I'm hearing it as I'm reading it in her voice.
What if you were to find out?
Wait, hang on. It gets worse or better because Colby, I instant messaged her on Instagram, direct messaged her on Instagram. Hey, big fan of your book. I just got it. I'm a couple hundred pages in. Very enlightening. Enjoyed your work on whatever the name of that documentary was, and I threw that in there. And I was like, man, I'm just a big fan and I appreciate what you do. And she messaged me back, and she's, oh my gosh, thank you very much. Usually when people message me, they think I'm an idiot or something because of one of my TV interviews or whatever. She goes, I know you already bought my book. How would you like an autographed copy? Colby, we're getting married. She is sending me for free. I didn't have to, might send it back now. Get my, by the way, $10 back.
Right.
She is sending me an autographed copy of her book.
That's nuts.
And you know what she's going to write on it? Tim, I love you very much. Let's have sex. Signed, Jennifer Warrenberg.
She's not. That's not going to be on there. Not until you write it in there.
You don't know that?
Not until you write it in there to show all your friends. Look what she said.
Dude, when I read that, I was like, wait, it's that easy? Like, where's Jennifer Aniston on Instagram?
Right.
So, yeah, that's my...
And then later on, you find out that the audible version of it is read by her.
I didn't think about that.
I mean, it could be.
Oh, my gosh.
So you could be sitting there holding the book that was autographed by her, following it line for line while she reads it to you.
I would put on like all of the noise canceling headphones and squeeze them to my ears like this to make it sound like she's sitting right here, right on my face.
Start listening to it in the car. You can't.
It's going to be all I listen to.
It's going to be you're going to end up being like the number one go-to for Pope talk.
When they they do the next Pope documentary, right. I'm going to be on it.
Right. And for Fan Stream Sports here at CNN, we have on number one Pope commentator, one IndyCar Tim.
Yeah, they vote for popes. That's my insight. White smoke, good. Black smoke, not good.
Bad.
Popes. So anyway, yeah. Now back to our regular scheduled programming.
We don't have one of those.
Colby, it's also Share a Hug Day. Should we hug right now?
No.
When was the last time you hugged somebody?
Other
than a kid or a wife? Or your mom or a relative? When's the last time you hugged a stranger?
Never.
Not even the bro hug?
No. I mean, well, the shoulder meeting, that kind of hug, yeah,
that's less formal, I guess, or less erotic.
It's a pulled in handshake where you bang shoulders real good.
Yeah.
G, he brought a mattress to me.
Ooh, that sounds erotic. I need to hear that story.
It's nothing.
Brought me a mattress, like as a gift. Hey, Colby, I got you a present. It's a mattress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
No, it fit. One of the kids needed a new mattress, and he was like, well, I've got one that's not used. I just don't like it.
By the way, did you see me and G's uncomfortable interchange on Facebook the other day?
I didn't.
Is he's posted pictures of some chick or commenting on some chick's post and something about taking her out or something? And I'm like, dude, aren't you married?
Oh my God, he told me about that. I told you
and
already.
He's like, no. And I'm like, what? Like, since when? I had no idea.
You had ideas. I just guess you were drunk when I told you.
That's possible.
Or
yeah, dude, I had no clue.
I could have not told you.
I don't think you told me. I would have remembered that.
I don't really talk about a whole lot of things.
I know. Unless you're asked, then you'll tell me.
Right. Because I don't like to know things. So
yeah, he's like, no, man, we've been like, split up for a couple of years now. And I was like, hey, G, hang on. Click, click, click. What's up, Laura? No, I had no idea though. I was like, oh man, sorry, go for it. Whatever it is you need to do, go for it. But I didn't know. It was weird. So anyway, finally, Colby, World Snorkeling Day.
I've never got into
Me neither.
the power of the snorkel.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into I don't have any desire to go scuba diving or stuff like that. That just does nothing for
scuba
me.
diving, yeah, I can get if you want to go down farther and stay down longer than in the water. That's what I'm talking about. Than what you would can do as normal human functioning organs. I get that. The snorkeling, where you're staying down there and you're breathing through a tube that's barely out of the water, with your pool fins and stuff on. I don't get that, because I can do the same. I can see the same amount of depth with just going under the water. Actually, better, because unless you got a long ass snorkel, I'll just hold my breath. I've never understood.
I mean, I enjoy swimming in a pool, maybe a lake, off the coast or something. If I'm at the beach, I don't know, man. I just like the whole. I got friends that are like way into diving, and snorkeling and crap, and they plan entire vacations to go to places so they can snorkel or so they can scuba. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'd rather stay on top of the water. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I
mean, the whole spelunking exploration that goes along with it, and looking around and seeing stuff that you're, as a human, you're not really supposed to go down there and look at.
Yeah.
The way nature designed it. That's pretty cool.
Although what I would do is get in a little tin submarine and dive to the Titanic.
No, that's a bad idea.
So probably shouldn't do that, should I?
No.
There's what day it is, Colby.
Woo! Look, man, we found out what day it was. We had some obituaries for some famous past. Now it's time for us to segue into a little bit of the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Sports Report. Ding, ding, ding.
Colby, is there anything happening in football right now?
There's the training camps and the people that are getting the injured and the fights that are going on, and
oh my gosh,
maybe some shoddy coaching. See what I did there? Yeah. So yeah, some of that.
So the Cowboys are in Oxnard, California. By the way, I guess the weather there's really good. Because our buddies at 105.3 The Fan, when they were there, kept rubbing it in.
Right. By the way, that headline that I just created, if that happens,
shoddy coaching.
Yeah.
You're going to see that over at Cowboys Country next week, I bet.
Probably.
Because I'm going to write it. Shoddy coaching for the Cowboys. Credit Colby Sapp, Fanstream Sports Dallas. So we've already got injury news, Colby. As well, we have 2 starters hurt now in training camp. And we had a huge scare in Tyler Guyton.
Yeah.
Who we thought, based on shoddy reporting, that it was for sure an ACL and he was done for the year. That's what we were literally told. Just expect this to be an ACL. Expect him to be done for the season. We're going to go do the MRI. But, yeah, we're already talking about how can we replace Tyler Guyton, who was supposed to be your starting left tackle. Entering his second season, and who has shown tremendous improvement. I was pretty hard on him as a rookie, but he has shown tremendous improvement this offseason already, and we had very high hopes. So he goes in for the MRI. They didn't even wait till the next day. They did the MRI that night.
Yes.
And guess what, Colby? No ACL tear. It is fully intact. What he did was chip a bone in his knee.
I mean, that's not good.
So he's not out for the season. He will miss 4 to 6 weeks. Dodged a bullet, man.
I mean, you dodged a bullet, but you didn't dodge it great. I mean, it still grazed you.
Yeah.
It might have
flesh wound.
It might have creased the side of your head, maybe knocked you out for a little bit, but you'll be all right at the end of it. You'll just have a funky scar.
Yeah. And then
you ever seen one of those scars from somebody who got creased by a bullet on the side of their head?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen them in movies. I don't know if I've seen one in real life.
Dude, it looks like a giant vagina on the side of their head. It's weird.
A giant vagina on the side of his head.
Yeah.
I call that band name.
That's too long. You're
Is
gonna
it?
you're gonna have to acronym that out.
GVOTSTH.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something else.
All right, it's gonna be a bad name. Nobody's gonna come see our band.
Right.
What if we promise to wear vaginas on our head? You think people will come see us?
You've just got pocket OCs just on your head.
Just big vaginas like right in our forehead, right here. I mean, I'd go see us. Colby, they did not quite get so lucky with Kalen Carson, who was, I guess, not technically a starter, wasn't expected to be a starter, but was fully expected to contribute this year at corner. And Carson, what was his injury? I can't remember now. Hyperextended knee.
Oof.
And he's out 4 to 6 weeks. And he needs all the practice he can possibly get. But Dallas is, I guess, avoided for the most part, other than Rob Jones, your offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Went down with a broken neck, Colby.
That's not good.
Out 2 to 3 months with a broken neck. Again, Guyton with the knee. Terrence Still had a minor ankle sprain. He's already returned back to practice. Deuce Vaughn's dealing with a hamstring. Brevin Spanford, who, by the way, followed me on X and started liking all of my Cowboys posts.
Nice.
I'm like, wait, where do I know that name from? And I was like, oh, that's right. He's a tight end for the Cowboys. That makes sense. He had an undisclosed leg injury. He's out for about 3 weeks. Guy that won't make the team, Paris Campbell, has a knee injury. He is currently out. But again, he wouldn't make the team anyway. Then you had Wanye Thomas, who's out with a leg injury. Again, other than the Rob Jones neck thing, nothing super serious, but just a bunch of little nagging things, right, that are just probably prohibiting the entire team from practicing fully together, you know?
Yeah, and well, this is pretty much commonplace.
Yeah.
And this is where you get into is it because we're pussyfooting around during training camp that these little things become big things?
Mm-hmm.
And if we all just go out there and say, no, we've all got big, huge balls and here you go kick them. If we were just doing like that, would we see as much of this or even hear? I honestly don't think so. My ankle hurts. I'm going to go back out there, boss. I mean, that's kind of what I think.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
We all are, Colby. We all are. Micah Parsons still does not have a contract.
That's not getting good anytime soon.
I did a Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz on this, especially in lieu of, you know, what Myles Garrett got up in Cleveland to start the offseason, now making $40 million a year. TJ Watt just got extended $41 a year. Daniil Hunter down in Houston's making $38 or something a year. All of these pass rushers are getting paid, and Micah might be the best of all of them, aside from maybe Garrett.
Right.
I might throw him better than Watt for sure. I think Garrett's the best, alongside Trey Hendrickson in Cincinnati, who also does not have a deal, and he was holding out camp. He just showed up, but he hasn't practiced yet. But he does not have a deal. Micah Parsons does not have a deal, and in the Micah Parsons sweepstakes, in my daily blitz, I just ripped Jerry a new one because of the way, and this isn't new. We all expect this from him. It's the way he dealt with Dak. It's the way he dealt with CeeDee Lamb. It's the way he dealt with, I think the Ezekiel Elliott holdout situation was a little different because Zeke had 2 years left on his deal. That's right. I don't blame Jerry for that. But for these other guys, you wait until the last possible minute to sign these guys, and it literally costs you tens of millions of dollars.
That's the problem.
He could have extended, I believe, Micah Parsons last year for 36, 37 a year on the high side for the next 4 years. And that would have been at the time the highest pay, made him the highest paid pass rusher, right? Linebacker, defensive end, wherever you want to categorize him. Now, I think the deal they end up signing is going to be like 4 years, $180 million. I think he's going to get 44, 45 a year now.
Unpopular opinion from myself. I really like Micah Parsons. The social media stuff actually kind of endears him to me. Just go be yourself, dude.
Sure.
I'm cool with it, man. But I don't want him to pay him.
Wow.
I don't,
Coming from Colby Sapp, noted Cowboy homer.
I don't want them to pay Micah Parsons.
Especially if it's going to be 40 plus million a year, which it will be.
I do not in today's NFL hold the position and the type of player that he is in the same realm as I hold other top defensive stars. I don't. And the main reason is because I believe if you were to put Micah Parsons not as just a pass rusher, if you were to use him as a middle linebacker and have him doing all kinds of things, I think at that point he would become more valuable than he is to the team and worth the money. But if he's not doing that and he sees only as pass rushing numbers is how he gets paid, which is what the NFL is telling him, then to me, he's not worth that type of money. Because the quarterback sack in today's NFL doesn't slow down offenses like it used to. It just doesn't. And then the inability, I mean, you're counting pressures and all of that, and these quarterbacks are accurate while being pressured.
Right.
So I just don't, what he offers the team, I love it, but what he offers the team, I don't think is of great value unless he's able to go back there and be what I think he could be and would be, is like a Troy Polamalu of linebacking.
Okay.
Everywhere, doing everything. Then yes, pay him all the money. But if he's not going to play like that and he's just going to be a pass rusher, I don't want to pay that.
No, and at Penn State, pass coverage was not his strength. He wasn't asked to do a lot of that. And I know when they drafted him, I wasn't big on him as a pass defender playing linebacker, and I thought they would utilize him solely in the pass rush because that was his strength even at Penn State. But he showed us in his rookie season he can freaking cover even wide receivers if he has to. Running backs out of the backfield, he can cover those. I mean, easily.
He's fast.
Which I didn't expect to see from him. And because of that, I agree. I think you should use him more in the defense and on the second level. You don't have to rush the passer every down. That said, I agree that I don't think they should pay him. I think right now you get what you can for him, and you think the Cowboys could get 2 first-round picks for him right now?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
Get him.
And so get those picks. Now, what you do with those picks is up to you.
Right.
You got to turn those into good picks, but
I will say that if the new defensive coordinator walks in and says to me and says, I'm Jerry Jones, and says, now my plan for Micah, please pay him, because my plan for Micah is to put him in the middle of the field and basically make him the defense. He's going to be the whole defense, basically. Right. And you're telling me that? Then, well, hell yeah, let's do that.
What are you going to do if he gets hurt?
Same thing we do every year, Batman.
When he gets hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, and hearing Jerry talk about this, man, I
do not agree with the slander talk and the cutting of the player you're trying to sign.
Right.
The beating down of the guy.
And that's what Jerry's doing.
Just don't talk about him.
Just don't say anything.
Right.
You're going to get asked about him, and he should. Just say, hey, we're working on all of that internally right now.
Right.
When we have an announcement for you, we'll let you know.
The bashing, because I know these things get heated when they're talking money, but the bashing of your player in the public, that's like families having fights at a restaurant.
Yeah. Airing all of your dirty laundry.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
do that.
I agree. It's maddening to listen to, and I'm starting to see maybe more than in previous years. And I'm a big supporter of Jerry. I love Jerry. I don't always agree with his football decisions, obviously,
Right.
like many of us don't. But man, I am seeing more than ever now slippage, almost slippage of the mind.
Well, it's going to happen.
I know he's 83 now, maybe, and unfortunately stuff like that happens, but I just don't, even more than ever now, maybe he's at that point where he just doesn't care.
As I've said often, as far as Jerry Jones is concerned, I love the idea of Jerry.
Yep.
I love the persona of Jerry. I don't know the dude. He's probably a jerk, right? He's probably an ass to everybody. And to those guys, I'm telling you, I don't know him like that.
Fish and Norm both speak very highly of him,
right,
from a personal standpoint. So,
but I'm neither Fish nor Norm. So
right.
I've never. I mean, the only times I've had like talks with Jerry, it's been short and brief.
Yeah.
Or him walking past me,
right,
and me going, "Oh, that was Jerry. Oh, see you later.
Good morning to you." So yeah, I don't know. Cowboys. I think. Look, next week. I think I saw somewhere Cowboys predictions for the season. Like win totals, yardage totals, things like that. Let's try to break down maybe those and see if we agree on what will happen this season. I'll have to go find that article again. I think it was The Athletic that put that out, but I'll try to find it. We'll go over that next week with some Cowboys talk. But yeah, there's your Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Sports Report.
Coming up next, it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly, followed by a mystery shotgun where I have not seen one, but two movies.
Shocking.
One will be a spoiler-free review. One of them will be chock full of spoilers as we give that Superman a breakdown. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show right here on FanStream Sports, coming at you live from the FanStream Sports studio in North Dallas, where it is hot, and it is hot.
It's hot.
And it's so hot outside.
It's like 101 or 2 on the way
Is
in
it?
via the car.
Is it wintertime yet?
It is not, Tim.
Lord.
It is not.
But special shout out to all of our sponsors, Turf Life at turflifeclub.com, of course, Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. Tomstown Distilling Company up in Kansas City, Missouri. Is that how they talk up there?
I don't know.
Head over to toms-town.com. Check out their great line of distilled products. I'm a big fan of the vodka, Colby. I drink it literally every day.
Right.
Drink some of their vodka every day. They got great gin. They got a great bourbon. They got a really good line of seltzers out there. Everybody's making seltzers. Tomstown has some of the best. Head over to toms-town.com. See if you are on their distribution list, available for delivery in 40-plus states in these United States of the Americas, and get you some delivered right to your door at toms-town.com. And, of course, what's our other sponsor? I forgot who the other one was. Oh, yeah, Orion Golf. Head over to Orion Golf, too, at oriongolf.com. Colby, there are birthdays afoot.
There are birthdays afoot.
As we, speaking of birthdays.
Sorry, that's my alarm.
As we get into some of this.
Yes, sir. It's time for that segment where, well, it's called The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and we go through all of the birthdays that happened today. And I find the list of the birthdays that happened today, and I write down the people that are famous enough to make my list, and I'm offering up to you guys for us to decide separately who is the good person, who is the bad person, and who's the ugly
Oh, I have to
person.
tell you about the travesty of Good, Bad, and Ugly that we did when you were absent a couple weeks ago, as I tried to take over the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I thought I did pretty good. But with Tito and Johnny on the show, I expect this from Johnny, not from Tito. Like, he didn't know who some of these people were that I picked specifically for him.
Oh, no.
And I guess I did not describe the concept of the segment properly. I did say, look, you're going to have to tell us who your good, your bad, and your ugly is out of everybody on the list. So you're going to want to write it down. Like, I thought I was very thorough with this.
Right. I was watching this show, by the way, and you know what else you were?
What?
Drunk.
I was definitely.
You were drunk.
Oh, I was definitely drunk. It was a long day, Colby. And you weren't here to drink with me.
Right.
Which that Colby hasn't existed in a long time.
No.
But that's okay. We love you anyway. But yeah, so we get to the end of the list and I gave mine, and then Tito's like, oh, I thought I just after every one I was going to say they're good, they're bad, or they're ugly. So he didn't even write anything down.
Oh, no.
And then Johnny, I didn't expect to partake anyway, because his favorite phrase on our show is pass.
Yes.
So it wasn't a Colby Sapp produced Good, Bad, and Ugly. I can say that for sure.
Well, starting off today, we've actually got 13 people on the list today. So magical 13. At 62 years old, and honestly, really I thought maybe him and another guy were the same people. It's Chris Mullen.
Chris Mullen of the Warriors.
I thought him and Chris Sabo were the same people.
Chris Mullen never wore big goofy goggles when he played.
I just thought he took the goggles off and went and played basketball.
I was a big fan of Chris Sabo, though, on the Reds, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know that I was ever a fan of Chris Mullen.
Oh, I thought they were the same people.
That's so funny.
Just like, it's like, I was waiting on people to find out that he was also Bo Jackson, just for a different sport.
All right. A white guy that can multi-sport, huh?
Yeah.
That's never happened.
So,
all right.
Turning 44 years old today, made Arby's popular. Hope Solo.
Wait, why did? Okay, I remember. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think about it for a second. Made Arby's popular.
Internets.
Yep. Let that sink in. Where's our picture?
Of Hope Solo or her Arby's?
No, of the let that sink in. Wasn't.
That wasn't it.
For those that don't know what I'm referencing, there's a YouTuber out there called Max the Meat Guy. His big thing that I want to steal is whenever he says "let that sink in," they cue to a picture of a front door, and it's opened, and there's a sink standing out there. It makes me laugh every single time. And by the way, go check out Max the Meat Guy if you like meat. Mark.
Or if you like guys.
Right. Simon Baker turns 56 years old today.
How old?
56. The Mentalist. It's the last thing I remember him in.
He's been in a lot of stuff that I always forget that he's in until I see him in it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he was in that. He was in... What movie was he in that I just recently watched? And he always does American accents. Like, he's Australian or something.
Right.
And I didn't know that until I saw him, like, on a talk show. Because I watched The Mentalist religiously, dude. I loved that show. It was amazing.
Good show.
Chick on it was kind of hot, too. But, yeah, it screwed with my brain when I heard him with an accent. Freaked me out a little bit. Like when I hear black people with British accents, it just messes me up.
It does.
There's a YouTube channel I watch where there's an Asian dude with an Australian accent. And that freaks me out. You know, there's golfers. Min-Woo Lee, that plays on the PGA Tour, is Korean. And his sister, Min-Ji Lee, plays on the LPGA. But they were raised in Australia. And they have Australian accents, and they're the most Asian-looking Asians I've ever seen. It's just freaks me out.
I don't know if you can quantify what you just said.
The most Asian-looking Asians I've ever seen.
I mean, if we want to somehow, I don't know, segue to the next person, the most trailer park person and still look good that you can ever see is turning 48 years old today, Jamie Presley.
Oh, I like me some Jamie Presley. What are your thoughts on Jamie Presley?
Probably around the same thoughts as Sarah Connor from Terminator. Linda
Hamilton?
Linda Hamilton.
Which are? What are your thoughts on Linda Hamilton?
Probably the cutest forms of guy face that you could have.
Jamie Presley has guy face?
Yeah, she's got guy face.
Oh,
I mean, it's
you're
cute.
thinking of Jessica Biel.
No, that's not guy face.
She is a man.
No, that is not. I don't know what guys you're looking at, sir. That's not guy face.
That's how I feel about Jamie Presley.
Jamie Presley
I can see Linda Hamilton. I get that.
If you were to tell me that's Presley's not actually her last name and her last name is Knotts, I'd have been like, I see it now.
Like Don Knotts?
Don Knotts.
You are stupid, sir.
I am not stupid, sir.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Oh, I don't see a man there. All I see is... Okay, separated at birth. Jamie Presley and Margot Robbie.
No.
They're the same person. They look exactly the same.
They're not.
So you think Margot Robbie has man face?
No, she doesn't.
I think they look identical. They could be identical twins.
They're not. Okay, fine. But look at the comparison of her and Don Knotts.
She does not look like Don Knotts, sir. She is not Barney Fife. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh.
You put her and maybe a Shim Conway on a donkey. And you can call them the Apple Dumplings Gang.
You are dumb. I don't know what you're drinking over there.
Don't know why
I want some.
Just used Shim Conway.
Shim Conway.
I just wanted a female version of Tim Conway.
And that turned out to be Shim.
Yeah. Not Shimp, because we're not doing a Stooges thing.
Just Shim.
I don't know how we got down this trail. 61 years old, Vivica A. Fox.
Still hot?
Yes.
There's no way.
Yes, I would imagine, yes.
She's got to be.
Well, she's 61.
In line with who is Yasmin Bleeth.
She is not in
Remember
line.
our Yasmin Bleeth
No.
month that we had? Let's see, Colby. How is Vivica A. Fox? Oh, yeah, I was right.
No.
Colby.
You weren't right.
Colby.
You're not right.
Wait, that's a good picture. Where's the bad picture I just saw? There we go, right there.
She's 61, Tim.
I don't care. You can be 61 and be hot still. Unless your name's Vivica A. Fox.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're shooting for, but that's still hot.
Ugly.
All right. Don't know how she's going to make it past Hope Solo's vag on the ugly mark.
Been there.
Speaking of people that have accents.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of vag.
When you realize that basically the whole, besides Heath Ledger, everybody else in the Christopher Nolan Batman movie, all spoke in British accents. It's Christopher Nolan's birthday, by the way. 55. Because Oldman, Bale, Hardy, and like Alfred, everybody there is British.
I guess I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, Christopher Nolan's birthday is 55.
All right.
Turning 64 years old today, Lawrence Fishburne. The greatness of Lawrence Fishburne.
What's his name in Matrix? I forgot his name in Matrix.
Oh my God. Why did you ask Matrix?
I know, right? I just thought the same thing. Lawrence, God, he's 64?
Yes.
I would have bet money that he was at least 70.
I've almost had the name like 8 times, but you keep talking. Morpheus.
Morpheus. That's kind of a cool name.
You know, if they were to have somebody, like they were to do a movie or like a history of home dude that explains space real good, that also kind of thinks he's smarter than you, and he talks like he is the whole time.
Yeah.
His name, Tim.
I'm thinking.
Why can I not think of any names now? I opened the M file for Morpheus.
You talking about the scientist?
Yes. He's got like 3 names.
I watch him I watch his podcast.
Yeah, he's great. Anyway, have Lawrence Fishburne play that guy that we can't think of his name. Please say it, hurry. Don't make me look it up. Don't make me look it up.
You don't even know what to look up. I don't know what to look up.
Oh, my God.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I didn't find it on the computer. It just came to me. Because I didn't know what to look up. I was like, famous scientists. Oh, that's not going to work. And then I did famous astrophysicists. And then it wasn't on there. And then I thought of it, but I was about to type famous black astrophysicist. Here, let's see if that would have brought it up. Just for kicks and giggles here. Famous black.
He's over there, can't think of the name. He's like, famous Neil deGrasse
there
Tyson.
He is. He showed up under famous black astrophysicist.
Oh, dear God. Henry Ford passed away in 1947.
On this day?
On this day.
Well, if you have a Ford, don't drive it.
Found on road dead.
Fixed or repaired daily.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because fixed and repaired means the same thing.
51 years old Hillary Swank.
Okay, man face. That's a man face right there.
Yeah.
She's not cute.
I mean, yes. She's in that ranks of cute man face.
No. Can't be cute with man face.
Yeah, there's a thing.
For homosexuals.
No, there's a thing. You got a boyish face, but you got cute women bits.
Is she the one that was in one of my favorite movies? I think I've only seen her like in a
$1 Million
things.
Baby.
No.
She's
God, now I can't think of the name of the movie.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The hell?
Morpheus.
Insomnia.
Is she in Insomnia? By the way, when they made that movie, I thought they were making a whole different movie, and they weren't.
Yeah, she was the chick cop in Insomnia. Yeah, that was a really good movie, by the way. Regardless of Robin Williams trying to derail it by showing up in the cast.
I mean, he was the main character.
I actually liked him in that. I don't like Robin Williams, but I like his like creepy, serious roles. Like he does that really well.
Well, yeah.
Way better than any comedy he ever did.
I mean, he was funny as hell.
I disagree. The next funny thing.
No.
Robin Williams does.
No.
Will be his first.
No.
I almost wrote down Robin Williams. I don't know why.
Turning 23 years old today. And one of my favorite new YouTube short TikTokers. Because the amount of cuteness that's involved with this is off the charts.
Oh, no.
It's Balin Dupree. She's
Balin.
Baylen.
She related to Billy Joe?
I don't think so.
All right,
she's
23, so she's legal.
She is constantly talks about her battles with Tourette's.
Oh, I've seen her before. Yeah.
And
she's kind of cute.
Just she's battling through. Like now she's I think the latest thing I saw, she was trying to eliminate her tics being revolving around cussing.
Yeah.
But still, some of her videos, I know, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to find them funny or not.
Right.
But I do.
But you laugh anyway.
Mm-hmm. Feel like I'm laughing with.
Right. Not at. Correct.
I do dig the fact that she took something that was a condition and she's like, no, let me do something with it.
Right.
And use it to my advantage. It's been my disadvantage my whole life.
Right.
I'm going to use it to my advantage.
And she raises awareness about it at the same time.
That's what she's doing.
Right.
I dig that. Oh, you thought the weakness was this, huh? It's my strength. That's a badass move. Lisa Kudrow and her smelly cat, 62 years old.
God, she's 62. By the way, never thought she was good looking.
I always thought she was hot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about man face.
And it wasn't just because of her looks. It was also, I guess, the character she played's attitude. I was just like, that's cute. I mean,
yeah, I liked her character quite a bit. You know, I mean, I didn't have a problem with Phoebe on there. She was nuts, kind of cute, crazy though, right?
Oh yeah, I think that added to it.
Definitely.
She was always floating, of course, for every guy. There was one number one in that friends group, but she was always my number two.
Really?
Like over Courtney Cox.
Of course you had Jennifer Aniston as number 3 in the girls in that.
No. Number one was Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, okay. All right.
Every dude's number one from Friends. I don't think there's a person out there who's like, there's not a Ginger Marianne debate when you're talking about Friends. By the way, that sound effect keeps going over.
I agree. No, I know. My kids want me to order them pizza. I'm like, can you wait?
Turning 57 years old today, Terry Crews.
She's good looking.
I mean, it's a dude.
I know. I'm just kidding. I like Terry Crews just about anything he's in.
It's almost along the same lines of another person on here. As soon as I see Terry Crews is involved, I'm like, okay, I'll probably end up paying attention to it a little bit more.
Right. Did you ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
On occasion.
It's a comedy. So we're out.
Mostly clips.
Yeah. Shorts.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's pretty cool.
I feel like that's how you ingest all of your like comedy TV, sitcom TV stuff is just in shorts.
Yeah, because I got to sit through the lead up to where it got funny.
Right.
Not doing anything.
Look, there she is, Minji Lee. She's Australian. Good day, mate.
You know what? You use that in probably the first time ever you use that in the right term. And finally,
I got a lot of JP Peterson show people, commenters that, because I'll just randomly throw out a good day, mate, like when he brings up Germany or something, and people are always coming at me. I'm like, it's a bit, y'all. Have you not figured this out by now?
And finally, Tim's wine buddy, Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday is he's 78 years old.
Wow, Arnold is 78, Colby.
Yep.
Yikes. Colby celebrating Facebook birthdays today.
Oh.
If I can ever get there. How about a big fat happy birthday to what's today? 30th? I gotta get to the 30th. Natalie Stinger, Melissa Ann Adams, Catherine Mullins, former classmate from high school, Brandon Stevens. He was on the golf team with me. Brandy Tyler. And Colby, on August 1st, we have a birthday of the great Rick Renner.
Rick Renner.
And his high school football show. Yeah, so there you go.
I will mention, even though it's not on this date, but Saturday, there was a birthday that happened out there that's big in my life. And I needed to take a moment to make sure everyone knew that last Saturday was one Sybil Sapp's birthday. My lovely wife, the big eyes, the one that keeps me going or puts me in a box, or according to Meta AI, I'm her father.
So great. See what I deal with on a daily basis now.
So, just so everyone knows, the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful one Sybil Sapp's birthday.
Sybil Sapp.
And again, before everybody messaged me, that's not the same Sybil. Every single time I bring her up, I get a message from somebody asking me if that's the Sybil from
the movie Sybil?
No, from the fan.
Oh,
I get asked that
Richie's ex-wife.
Yes, I get asked that every single time. Oh, that's
fun. I never would have. I almost forgot she even worked at the fan.
One of my. Well, you know what? I can't even go with that story. But there you go.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. All right, Colby. Well, I'm gonna forget our music here.
It left.
We used to have music. All right, Colby. My good. That's a tough one, dude. No sports on our thing. Oh, we'll hope solo.
Hope solo. Chris Mullen.
Oh, well, I meant like hot chick sports.
I mean, Hope Solo was.
She was, but she's not my good. I should go Jamie Presley. She's really the only hot chick on here. But you know what, Colby? The fact that I got wine drunk with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
If John Matrix isn't your good, I don't know what you're doing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is my good. My bad. I'm I'm just going to do it, Colby. I've never liked any of his movies. I'm just kidding. I'm not going Christopher Nolan. That'd drive you crazy.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I'm going Henry Ford is my bad.
Okay.
He was not a nice person from what I understand.
Right.
And kind of a racist, I've heard too. Which means, Colby, my ugly. This one's easy. Hillary Swank. It's my ugly.
I'm not going to disallow it. I'm not going to disallow it. I totally see what you're put off by.
Good. For once.
It's unfortunate, but I totally see it. My good and good God Almighty, there's 2 on here. There's 3 on here, of course, that have seriously affected my life. I'm going to cross out Christopher Nolan, even though such good work on the Batman movies.
Wow.
I know there's other things that he's made that you're like, that's great too, but really liked The Dark Knight Rises. All
Did
of
like
that.
all of those, yeah.
That's, I mean, Return is one of the best comic book movies out there. It's easily in my top 5.
Yep.
As far as
talk about it an awful lot.
I would say Arnold because he was in the Predator movie.
Yep.
And that's what kind of started my love of the Yacha, which, by the way, we'll get
Really?
into. Yeah. So, Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
It's got to be my good.
All right.
And not only is he now currently involved in the John Wick movies,
yep,
but that stuff with the Matrix, it was one of those movies that marked me because I saw no trailers walking into the Matrix. Had no idea. Just thought it was going to be a cool action movie. And when me and my buddy were sitting there and I realized this damn thing has a plot and it's good, blew me away. So yeah, Lawrence Fishburne, definitely my good.
All right.
My bad is I am going to go with one Hope Solo.
Okay.
She was good, and then she had that falling out, beating up people and doing really trailer park things.
She's kind of crazy, Colby.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And my ugly has got to be Chris Mullen.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Just there you go.
He's not attractive, Colby.
Nope. Not a good looking dude. So there you go. There is my good, bad, and ugly. There's Tim's good, bad, and ugly. And there's also my promised shout out to one Sybil Sapp. There you go.
Promised shout out.
She better.
Is she listening?
Huh? Well, yeah.
You think she's listening?
I mean, of course. She
So
always supports me.
I'm slightly stalling here, Colby, before we switch you over because I'm trying to do something here. If we could vamp for just a minute.
All right.
What'd y'all do for Sybil's birthday? Did y'all go out? Did you stay in? Did you have cheesecake?
Well, no. What we did was I made some food. And we did the whole me and her on the couch, watching some movies, taking in some things. Just hanging out.
Right.
We went out for a little bit, but the most part was just me disconnecting and her disconnecting from other stuff and, connecting for a little bit because we both got our things as we all do.
Yeah, there's no question. We all have things, Colby.
She's got her shows. I've got my games.
Her stories.
Yeah.
And your games. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. I don't know how y'all survive together.
We both.
I don't know how she lives with you.
Hey, man. I'm a catch.
That's my line, sir. I'm the catch.
I'm a catch.
Not you. Okay, Colby, I think we're ready. I was trying to set up some new graphics here that I forgot to download earlier for you.
Graphics.
So changing graphics a little bit on everybody. On the fly.
Woo. On the button fly or the regular fly?
On the button fly, sir. There's the only way to go is the button fly, which means it is time, boys and girls, for some of this.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Welcome in to Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sapp, along with Pod Racer Tim. Let's start, everybody, real quick with the spoiler-free review of the Fantastic Four. And no, we're not talking about the release of the new skins on Fortnite.
Fantastic Four skins.
As they released the Fantastic Four skins and announced it on Twitter.
Just like that, too.
Yeah, just like that. The fact that they gave everybody Fantastic Four skins, including the Invisible Woman, it's kind of awkward. Probably shouldn't give her. Well, I mean, it is 2025. I guess so. I guess you can do that and it'd be all right. The movie itself is one that takes you where it wants to take you. The trailers, I would say, don't give it justice on the feel of the world that you're in. It truly takes you and makes you believe that in between kind of 60s feel but 60s futuristic feel is just all throughout the movie. And it takes you there.
Right.
And it makes you believe you're there.
Like even the coloring of things, right? I haven't seen the movie, but just the coloring of
it's like futuristic Technicolor.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
So definitely well done. Again, spoiler-free review. Pedro Pascal is that guy that can be everybody. And he proves it again that he can be everybody.
Do anything, right?
Just anything. Him as a human being is so morphable to other characters and believable as other characters that you're now not watching Pedro Pascal be somebody. You're now watching, that's Reed Richards.
Right.
He doesn't even look like Reed Richards.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't at all.
Like
they forced that look on other actors in other movies.
Right. He doesn't look like Reed.
No.
But he plays Reed.
He looks like the Mandalorian.
He looks like, you know what he looks like? He looks like Magnum Pie is playing everybody else. That's what he looks like.
He wishes he had a Tom Selleckian mustache.
Dude, if you were to have somebody play Eastbound and Down and have somebody in that Trans Am, it's Pedro.
Oh, it's him.
It's Pedro Pascal.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's it would have to be him. And I hope they do it.
That'd be great. And I'd go watch it. And it's one of those guys that I don't think, unlike everybody else, like other actors have had this kind of run where like Nick Cage was in everything.
Yeah.
Right. And just people that have had that. And you've like, that's going to die out at some point.
Yep.
But there's a couple of guys, whether it be him, maybe even Chris Pratt, that I don't think he's in another movie. All right, cool.
See, I'm kind of tired of Chris Pratt already, though.
I'm not.
And I love Chris Pratt.
I'm not.
He just doesn't look like Chris Pratt anymore. Maybe that's my issue.
I see. I don't care. Go be Chris Pratt in another movie, and I'm in.
He's had too much work done.
I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even know. So, but there you go. Spoiler-free review is go watch the movie. It's good. And it's one of the actual first steps into the end of this phase, the actual real first step into the end of this phase and like the end of the multiverse saga.
Right.
This was an actual builder to a possible end. The other movies, maybe not a builder. You don't know what they're doing. Like this was an actual builder.
Right.
To the end. This was almost like the continuation of, closing the book. Like Deadpool was the start of the close of the book. Right. And they've done some of that until here. But this was a definite, oh, hey, they're shutting doors over here. This was that. And good job. I did like everything everything made sense. If you're worried about some of the things like the gender swap with the Silver Surfer, it'll make sense. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Because his name's Norman.
So we got a female Silver Surfer.
Right.
Are we going to have a black Silver Surfer next?
And actually, you can have anybody else play because he's silver.
Oh, Mexican?
No, you could have anybody play the Silver Surfer.
Does the Silver Surfer talk?
Yes.
So does this have a female voice then, since it's a female?
Yes.
Okay.
But for the most part, Silver Surfer's like, it just doesn't have an accent, right? So you can have anybody play without an accent. Or
they'll probably throw an accent in there sometime.
So, and he actually could work with like a slightly British accent.
Right.
Could. But
what about Australian?
Seems too dirty for the Silver Surfer.
Dirty Australians.
So,
bunch of prisoners.
But yeah, done really well. Go check it out. We will do the spoiler full review because it just came out last weekend.
Right.
We'll do the spoiler full review next to Mystery Shotgun. How about that? We'll give you a little bit of time to go see it. The one that we got all the spoilers for, and if you haven't seen it and you're interested in seeing it, besides this one point, I really enjoyed Superman. It may shock some of you because you know that I'm a Snyder guy, but I really enjoyed Superman. There's your spoiler-free review. Now let's get into some spoilers of Superman. Let me knock out some of the things that I didn't like about Superman. One of the things that I didn't like about this movie was, and I'm not a big fan of, opening the book mid-chapter.
Okay.
Not a big...
Because they didn't do an origin thing to start the movie, right? They just jumped right into it.
They jumped right into it. And I don't need an origin story of Superman, but it felt like even the story that we're in, you opened it up mid-chapter. Like there should have been a little bit more build-up to what was going on. Like all the characters pretty much are in close to their main battle phase right when the book opens.
Oh, wow.
Right when the movie opens. They're pretty much where they're going to be at the end.
Huh.
So there's that. The other thing, and I know they'll get flushed out later, but I felt like that there was characters that they didn't have time for, that they put into the movie. I can honestly tell you that the movie would have went the same way without Hawk Girl.
Really?
Like she served no purpose except for that she was there. And I kind of wanted to hear and see more from Hawk Girl. I definitely needed more of Fillion's Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I've heard that.
He was great. And I think Mr. Terrific is such a character that is kind of an unknown quantity as far as DC characters go. Like, yes, I can tell you the backstory of Mr. Terrific.
Right.
But as far as your average comic moviegoer telling them to tell me the backstory of Mr. Terrific, they're not going to be able to do that. And I think some backstory to Mr. Terrific should have been at least talked about in conversations or even flashback and shown, just so you can kind of get what makes this guy a hero. Hawk Girl is a little bit more known of a commodity than Mr. Terrific.
Right.
And I could have used, you tell me a little bit more about like what version of Hawk Girl is in this universe. Because there's like 2 or maybe even 3 baseline stories on Hawk Girl becomes Hawk Girl.
Right.
And they've changed. One of the most muddled histories is Hawkman. So the fact that Hawkman has a Hawk Girl, right? You kind of, there's stories that are involved.
Right.
And some of them involves them being unkillable people. Like you kill them, they'll just come back in a different human later. So there's things that I would like to know about this character. Which one is it, James? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. And finally, some of it felt like we pushed fast forward through the movie.
Really?
Like, we're getting there. We're there. We passed it. Kind of felt like that.
Really?
That being said, Corn Sweat's Superman and some of the things that they threw out that were like slight nods to like the comics was awesome. I love the idea that, one of my hated, and I'll get to that in a moment, is the subtle change in storyline that they did. I'll get to that in a moment. But I loved the idea of explaining, because they've done this in comics, explaining why people can't see that Clark Kent is Superman. Because his glasses are special.
Is that what it is?
And they hypnotize people into not seeing Superman.
Huh.
And that's been talked about in the comics before, right? But no one's in the movies or even in like the animated form has anybody ever explained that that's a possibility?
Right.
Because people are like, he's just Superman that floofed his hair a little bit and it's got glasses on.
And nobody can tell.
Right. Nobody can tell that that's Superman. So I loved the interactions in between Lois and Supes. The idea that Lois, when given the opportunity to interview Superman as her hard-nosed reporter self, just started tightening the screws on him. I love that because that's what Lois is.
Yeah.
Throughout, since like the 70s, before she was like just the damsel in distress.
Right.
She was the hard-nosed, going to get the answers reporter, right? And the tough chick. Right. And she just wasn't your average. I mean, she had to take a vaginal beating by the Man of Steel, you know?
Right.
She's tough as hell, right? So all of this stuff, making her that tough, that was definite. Needed that in a movie. I needed that explained. That she just wasn't taking. I mean, you remember the Christopher Reeves movie? As soon as they took away what's her face's powers, she walked up and knocked that bitch out.
Yeah.
And because she doesn't take any crap, right? So I loved that angle for Lois Lane. I love the angle of, hey, Superman's in trouble. I need you guys, you Justice Gang, to get off your ass and get over here and help Superman. And not only are we going to go help him, but I'm going with, because I'm badass. I love that part of it.
Right.
There's some people that didn't like it because they're like, oh, that's woke. No, that's Lois now. That's just, she's a tough lady. That's her. Lex Luthor in this movie is the best Lex has ever been on screen.
Really? Better than Gene Hackman?
Yes. Better than Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman played Lex Luthor like Gene Hackman playing Lex Luthor. He wasn't Lex. He was Gene.
He was just kind of Gene Hackman.
That's what it was. This was a transformation of a character. This was somebody becoming Lex Luthor. Like Kevin Spacey.
Like the story of how the villain becomes the villain.
He's just the villain.
Yeah.
He's just it. Don't get me started about Zach's choice for Lex Luthor. I'm not going there right now, but this was the best Lex Luthor, on-screen Lex Luthor that we have ever had. And no knock, I love Gene Hackman. Just don't know if Gene Hackman was the right choice for Lex as far as playing Lex like Lex, because it almost felt like a lot of times Lex in those movies had more of an air of comedy to them,
right,
than Lex Luthor needed. That's just, and that's how the scene's set up, right? For Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. The Kevin Spacey Lex Luthor was just Kevin Spacey being Lex Luthor. That was the Brandon Routh one that you missed.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, he just can't be mentioned. He's like Chris Benoit now, I guess. He just can't be mentioned because we found out about all the things Kevin Spacey does wrong. So he doesn't get to qualify. So yeah, this was the best. So Nicholas Hoult did the best Lex Luthor. The storyline that people got upset with about the war in the DC made up Middle Eastern countries.
Right.
Just so you know, those countries first appeared in Superman, like issue number 2.
Huh.
So that's how long those countries have been in Superman comics. So it's not like they went and got something weird to type with the times. This has been in Superman comics. So stop your woke bullshit with that. The other thing that people have been, there's a contingency of fans that are fans of the Snyderverse that won't go see this movie because they feel like they owe it to the Snyderverse that they love. And
I think that's silly.
the problem that I have with that is, and I think the Snyder Cut of Justice League is definitely in my, it's probably in my top 3, let's be honest, of greatest comic book movies of all time. Not going to give this a shot because you want the Snyderverse to happen is the dumbest thing you could do if you're anywhere near a Superman fan. This made around the same amount that Man of Steel made over its opening weekend. And hopefully it continues. I think it's a good movie to start the DC universe on. I think it has its missteps. I also think maybe a couple of times there was probably not, I mean, it was fun, but not the need for the James Gunn humor to just happen while this moment's happening all the time. But it fit with how the movie was flowing.
Right.
Supergirl is going to be amazing. Her spots in this movie were cool. And if you don't like crypto, I don't know what's wrong with you.
You hate America if you hate crypto.
Because
crypto was 100% CGI too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And again, as a fan of Superman, and really the main reason is because I'm a DC fan and he's part of the DC Trinity. It's Superman, it's Batman, it's Wonder Woman.
Right.
But they brought back the Big Blue Boy Scout. In one of the major fights against a kaiju-like monster, Superman stops and saves a squirrel from getting smashed.
All right.
Just to show that he's like trying to protect as much life as he can.
Right.
And corny, cheesy, whatever. That's also Superman. That's it. So, and I can't wait to see a growth in power with this particular Superman.
Right. Because
you can kind of tell that he's holding back. I had a couple comments, actually had one on one of my posts where somebody said they made Superman look weak in this movie. And he looked like he was holding back or didn't know his full power. Yeah. But there is one moment where him and Crypto and Metamorpho, by the way, solid job by Metamorpho, were having to escape the grips of a black hole. And he was having trouble flying them out of the gravitational pull of a black hole.
Wow.
And so what he does to give them extra boost as he uses his super breath to blow them away from the gravitational pull of a black hole.
Super breath. Hope he brushed his teeth.
That's a show. That's a sneak peek show of James Gunn and the rest of the production crew behind how powerful this Superman could be.
Wow.
So that was That was great. Overall, thumbs up. I have, like I said, I have a few things that I didn't like about it, but that movie, as a DC fanboy, was hopefully the start of something to where we finally get to, at some point, Apocalypse,
right?
At some point, Dark Side, finding out this going to be a journey to find out who this James Gunn's Batman's going to be,
right?
Who his major characters are. Is he going to? You're going to love the fact that the Hall of Justice already makes an appearance.
Really?
The actual Hall of Justice.
The building.
But
no Wonder Twins.
No. There should never be Wonder Twins.
Oh, they were the best of all of them.
They were not. They were solely made for that stupid cartoon show.
Well, they were the greatest.
That we were forced to like because we had no other options.
Because it was great.
It was Scooby-Doo and the Super Friends.
Okay. What's wrong with Scooby-Doo?
Nothing's wrong with Scooby-Doo.
That's right.
And their Batman and Robin was based off of Adam West's Batman and Robin.
What was the only one that existed back then?
Was not. Just the only one that we had.
What was the most recent one when they were doing those cartoons?
No. It was the only one that we had. That was like visual medium.
Right.
The rest of it was in during the times, if you were to go look at comic books, besides the little bit of Adam West like comic books that they did for kids, the rest of them were dark and brooding at that point. So
whatever.
So there you go. My reviews of Fantastic Four, thumbs up. My reviews of Superman, definite thumbs up. There's your Colby Saps mystery shotgun.
Colby, we are 2 hours in.
You want to call it?
We have blown 2 hours.
Woo!
So I think we have to.
There you go.
We can't give the people too much.
Right.
Because then they won't come back. Ever.
My long-winded ass reviews. I apologize.
We just had a long-winded ass show. That's what we do around here. We had 2 more segments of time what we were supposed to have left, but we probably talked too much about cheesecake at the beginning.
Right.
Not going to lie. So that'll do it for the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on FanStream Sports every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern on our FanStream Sports Dallas YouTube channel, and then later wherever you get your podcasts. Coming soon to the brand new FanStream Sports website where you can get our entire back catalog of shows coming soon for you. But tune in again next Wednesday for more debauchery, more cheesecake talk potentially. Maybe some Sydney Sweeney talk, because we didn't get a chance for that today, but we may get into that for you next week right here on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see ya.